What's good, goof tubers? It's your boy D, aka Moh'Fuggah, aka D23. Ah, and I am fucking disappointed. I'm actually a little pissed today. You know, there were a lot of expectations with today's War Room stream, and not one of them got fulfilled today. For those who have not watched today's War Room stream, they have made the announcement today that there will be no beta in the month of July, which is unfortunate, but that's the reality. And reason is simple behind it, because the game is not ready. But there is still a good news that they are still going to do the soft launch this month. So they're going to do the soft launch. They mentioned that they will be starting the soft launch in Netherlands first, and after that they're going to expand the soft launch to maybe Singapore and to other countries depending on how they're doing and stuff like that. But going back to the topic again, there will be no beta. I will talk about this in a hot minute. I will come to this topic. We'll talk more about it. But I wanted to just go over a couple of things that they just talked about in the stream. I got some great information to also share with you guys. So don't get disappointed. Just like me, because I do actually have some good information as well. So let's go ahead and jump right into it already. So in today's War Room stream, the topic was fame on you. So what do you mean with fame on you? So apparently they have integrated a system in the game itself, which is basically going to recognize or keep eye on some of the spectacular gameplays that you have played in game. Does that make sense? Let me give you an example. So they said that you will be playing the game, and if you did something very spectacular, or basically killed, or for example you have gotten a quad feed, or you have gotten like multiple headshots in like 10 seconds and stuff like that, then you will receive like certain or special medals or ribbons. And more ribbons or medals that you're going to collect in this game, more famous you're going to be in this game. So more medals you collect, more famous you're going to get, and more famous you get, more recognition you're going to get in the game. So let's say you have like 10 ribbons and you enter the hub. Then what's going to happen is, if you are the best player in that hub, everything is going to get revolved around you. So you will be the MVP of that hub. They will basically take your skin, the skin of your player, and they will make a statue of that and put it on a pedestal. So this is what they meant with fame on you. So better you play, more ribbons, more medals that you have collected or have earned, more famous you will get, more recognition you will garner in the game. So that's what's basically the whole topic was for today's stream. Fame on you. I believe it's a very neat idea, and it's definitely going to be fun. The whole point of them even incorporating this whole thing in the game was to basically making people play a little differently, not just go in and kill, shoot. No, not just that. So that people can play it a little differently, use their brains to come up with the different ideas to basically kill their opponents and enemies like that. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point of it is. So very interesting, very unique idea. Haven't really seen anything like this in any mobile game, so definitely looking forward to it. So that was that. Fame on you. So better you play, more recognition you're going to get in the game. So this is actually pretty legit. They are gearing up for that, so I'm looking forward to it. That was that. Then they actually gave us a little information about the size of this game. Mara, the CEO of Madfinger Game, mentioned that right now the build that they have is slightly over 1 GB, but they are pretty sure that it will be somewhere around 900 to 1 GB now, which sounds absolutely freaking crazy, because if you look at the fucking game, if you look at how beautiful this game is, if you look at the texture, if you look at how they are incorporating a whole lot of shit in this game, freaking live billboards and all the graphics and shit like that, it's hard to believe that they're going to compress this fucking game and going to make it under, or release it under 1 GB. You know what I mean? It's crazy though. It's fucking crazy. So that's that about the game size. Some of the players were asking what's the size of this game going to be. So size is not going to be that big. Apparently 1 GB is what they are shooting at. It could be slightly higher, slightly lower, depending on what other things they're adding in the game. So that's the size of the game. What else? They basically share a whole lot of information how they're working behind the scene, how work is in progress and how far are they. I mean, the game is actually has been complete. Game is complete, I can assure you that. But what they're basically working on is to connecting all the joints, connecting all the dots, connecting all the loose ends, and basically making sure before they release the beta, everything looks good. So at first when I heard Mara that they're not doing the beta in the month of July, I was like, mother, why? I shoot a message to Jacob and I'm like, dude, I'm actually really am disappointed, and I'm like mad about this whole freaking shit. Why? I mean, you guys are expecting July. But then, my senses returned back to my my head, and I was like, you know what? I'm with MFG on this one. As much I, dislike them not, releasing the beta, I'm with them, because we all got to see what happened with Modern Combat Versus. They hyped up the beta. They asked their freaking main YouTubers to, hype it up, and they released the beta in Philippines, and that almost fucked things up for modern for Gameloft. Apparently the build that they released was just not up to snuff. It was just not workable. I mean, yeah, they were sending a lot of updates and trying to keep community happy, but shit wasn't working behind the scene. There was a lot of shit behind the scene that we players, we community in general are not aware of. And that needed to be fixed. So they pulled it off the shelves, and they were basically like, you know what, once we are ready, we'll release it then. So after that thought ran in my mind, I was like, you know what, there's no point of me getting mad at this whole situation, because it's okay. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, I understand that MHU want to take their time, and I'm fine with it. Reason why is because I was thinking about this whole thing, my entire day today, and I realized that MFG has been promoting this game for like last fucking year. I've been on the hype train like since what, August 2016. They have put themselves in a situation where they have no choice to basically bring a game that is like epic on all different proportions, because they're hyping this game as it's the best thing in the world, and it is going to be the best thing in the world. But to get to that point, it's going to take some time. And what irks me the most is that why start promoting the game when you're not even at the halfway completion? Because they start promoting it. Everybody knows. But I've been, like I said, I've been on a fucking hype train since last year. I've been making the videos. I've been speculating a whole lot of shit, and they've been hyping it up and promoting this game as this is going to be the best fucking game, and this is going to be changing the mobile gaming community. And I agree with them. I totally do agree with them. This game definitely has the potential, but the hype was something that was not necessary at that point. It's a very, 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 very fucking ambitious project. Things that we are seeing in this game, things that we're getting to learn about this game are never to be seen in any fucking mobile game. We never had this fucking billboard system in any game. We never had this fucking fame system in any game. You know, we never had this fucking raid system, co-op system, and all these crazy things that they're bringing in any of the fucking mobile game. They are shooting for the stars, and there's nothing wrong with it. But them promoting this game way before it was supposed to be, kind of hurting them, and it feels like as if MFG is like literally forced, to work overtime and work at a pace where it's hard for even hard for them to basically complete the game. Well, like I said, the game is complete, or work on a game and release a beta. There was no need at that time for all that hype. They could have been like, hey, keep on waiting, we're working on it. There was no need to give the community any date, because that put an impression in your head that creates an image in your head that makes you think some type of way, that gives you a hope, that makes you somewhat happy. And when all of those things do not take place, you get demotivated. You know what I mean? It feels like they are under such a great fucking stress that at the same time they wanted to bring the beta for you guys, yet at the same time they don't want, because they are not sure if beta is going to fucking work. So what I'm basically saying is, why not have everything prepared and then start promoting the game? You know what I mean? That's what's basically what I'm trying to say over here, that take a step when you're ready. Now I do know back in the days they had a different approach, and they had a different vision, and in the middle of the development process, things did change. I know things did change, and they went to a different approach. They integrated different things, and they had like new ideas, and there were people who brought in new ideas, so they liked those ideas and they went with those ideas. So that was one of the things that also delayed the process, which is okay. But you should have realized that at that time, that you guys changing your path will take you to the destination, but it's going to delay. It's going to make it slow. It's going to take it longer. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with taking it longer. I'm fine with it. But once you have taken the step, once you have told the people, yeah, this is what we're going to do, if you have just stuck with it, keep going, completed that, and maybe then incorporated other ideas. Now I'm just shooting shit right now, like I said, I was disappointed today, and I just needed to vent. But like I said, I was disappointed today. I had to let my little bit of anger out. I'm not mad at MFG, it's just that I'm just a little disappointed, because like when you have an expectation, when you are excited about something, and that thing does not happen, it discourages you. It demotivates you. Yeah, I know this game is going to be awesome, but by the time they're going to release it, is all the hype is going to be worth it or not? That's the question. The hyping, the talk about the game shouldn't have even started. Until, or I believe, like the end of last year. They could have introduced the game like they did last year in 2016, where they did Project X, MFG is working on Project X. They could have done that in 2017 or end of 2016. They did that in 2016 August. I remember that. I remember it very vividly. And they should have done that in December and made the announcement, and that would have given them a lot of time, a lot of fucking time. But we can't change the past now. Everything has been done. Why the fuck am I even talking about this shit? Whatever the fuck, dude. Like I said, I was just a little disappointed. And not that it really matters. Not that any of you cares. You know, so you know, but whatever the hell. They are at least honest with us. They are not, being wishy-washy and be like, oh yeah, this and that. No, no. You know, at least they're being honest with us and telling us that the reason why they can't do the beta is because, shit was not done correctly. And shit needs a whole lot of clarification, And I am with them to an extent, and to make sure that everything is, good to go, and not to give or run into a same situation that Modern Combat Versus ran into, and they literally had to pull out the fucking game off the shelves and have to basically work on the game for another year, so but oh, actually, one more freaking thing. So they kind of also cleared how many players are there going to be in different game modes. So for co-op, they're shooting for 4 players. For dungeons, I think that's a story mode. They're shooting for 3 players, which is that doesn't really make any sense. How are they going to do that though? Only time will tell. I don't even want to make any speculations on that. And for PvP, they are shooting for 4 versus 4, which I am kind of against of, because I would like to see 5 versus 5, like we have something in Shadowgun Dead Zone. Maybe like different game modes in PvP can have 4 versus 4, but if you're doing capture the flag or zone control or any other game mode, then I would like to see 5 versus 5. 5v5 is ideal for PvP. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna take my advice on that. But whatever the hell. But with that being said, that's basically it in this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really am sorry. I just kept going and going and going. Like I said, I was a little disappointed. I mean, a whole lot of things went today. A whole lot of things happened today in my personal life, and then this happened. So I had to went out somewhere. So I'm letting my anger out on the fucking internet, So that's that. All right, like I said, that's basically it in this video. Definitely drop a comment, subscribe, share, like, the motherfucking drill. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Motherfuckers. Yeah.